Problem says multiply and simplify 9i times negative 3i. The imaginary I stands for a square root of negative 1. So using that definition, we can substitute in a square root of negative 1 right away if we wish. At this point, we could choose to multiply the things that are alike times each other. So the 9 times the negative 3, and also the radical negative 1 can be multiplied by itself over here. So we'll do this as well as this. 9 times negative 3 will make negative 27. And here we have a square root of a thing times a square root of that same thing. It might be tempting to think that this could become a square root of positive 1, but that's wrong. Instead, it should be thought of as a square root of negative 1 squared. The square and the square root cancel off. And so the answer to this is actually negative 1. This gives us positive 27. Another way of thinking about this same problem is keeping it in terms of i's. We'll do 9i times negative 3i. The 9 and the negative 3 can combine, and the i's can combine. This would give us negative 27 times I squared. For the same reasoning that I had showed above, we can show that I times I is negative 1. I times I makes I squared, and that is going to be simply a square root of negative 1 squared, which becomes negative 1. So I squared is negative 1. We don't want to leave it as just I squared. That's not considered simplest form. We should replace the I squared with a negative 1. And finally, finish the problem to get it into its very simplest basic form.